ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Beyond the Ink. I'm your host, Matt Valdez. Nice to meet you. Yes. Today, I have a wonderful guest with me, Miss Stephanie Baller. Say hello to the camera.
Hello, camera. Hello, camera.
Hello, folks of YouTube and Spotify and iHeartRadio and Apple Podcasts, because that's what we stream on. So if you like what you see, give us a like, hit this, just smash the share button and the and the like button, and talk about us to all your friends. I'm sure they'll love us too. We're pretty lovable. So today we've been working on this for what? Probably a little over a year, maybe. Yeah.
A little over a year.
A little over a year.
Ish.
Yeah, I'd say. It is a sleeve. Lots of cracking detail. My favorite, the orchid. Orchid, good stuff. But it goes from the top all the way to the bottom and up in the pit area right here. So today we're gonna be closing up a few little spots along here and here in the back, just to kind of tie everything together. So without further ado, come on, let's take a little journey, shall we? It looks like the scissors are stuck in my shoulder, because they're everywhere. They're not, I assure you.
Yet.
Because then I couldn't, yet. Or that would hurt. So we started this, about a year, like I said, a year and a half ago-ish, maybe whatnot. I've been working on you for a little over 2 years, I want to say. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is not our first.
It's not our first, actually. We've done the undercarriage.
The undercarriage.
We've done the undercarriage. We've done the stomach.
My stomach.
Which is in progress, and then the arm. So.
Which is taking the longest.
But
it's my favorite.
God, it's amazing. And I get so many compliments on this piece. Like, no joke. If I post this piece, say that 10 times fast.
Post this piece?
Post this piece. If I post, or when I post this piece, everyone, they love it. Because it's not your typical mandalas with this. I mean, it has texture, it has depth, it has, negative space. It has a bunch of stuff that is absolutely gorgeous.
Crazy detail.
Yeah, mad detail.
I get compliments just about everywhere I go to.
Very cool.
Lots of people ask who did my worky work.
Who did it? And you're like, I know a guy. I'm that guy.
I know a guy.
I know a guy who knows a guy who knows another guy who is a guy. Coincidentally. Yeah. Hair infection. So, yeah. Coincidentally. So, yeah, we're going to start with a little stippling in the pits, and that's going to be fun.
I'm also really super ticklish, and I'm pretty sure that the two areas that we're working on today are the two worst areas.
I'm pretty sure we're going to go down that road.
I'm going to giggle.
Yeah, better than kicking my ass, and I apologize. I'm not trying to graze you or anything or hit anything, but it tends to happen in that area. So, how's life? What's going on in the big city?
Just, it's your typical stuff with me.
Yeah. How's the family?
Work, kids. Repeat.
Husband, everybody. You are literally a soccer mom. And I tell people, I tattoo all walks of life. I tattoo white collar, blue collar, no collar. I have a principal at a local high school that I tattoo. And I tattoo soccer moms. Soccer mom. How are they doing this season, by the way?
They did good. It was both of my boys' first year.
Oh, nice.
I don't know that my oldest will play again. He's not sure it's his sport.
Oh.
The little really likes it, and now my daughter wants to get into it.
Oh, nice.
So
they're gonna be caravanning now.
Yes.
That's cool. Good little boogers. Little baby boogers. All my boogers are grown up. They're all older and having little babies of themselves. I guess that'd be of themselves.
That's strange. Let's not have clones, huh?
Yeah, let's not. But that would be kind of cool though, because I tend to love my children a lot. They're good kids. And my grandkids are stinking adorable. So, yeah. I love those little boogers, my little turds. everybody laughs because I call them turds. They're like, why do you call your grandkids turds?
It's nicer than what I call my kids.
Yeah. Come here, you little shits. No. But yeah, funny story. My granddaughter, she did something really bad. I mean, just talk back, whatever. And I kind of yelled at her. And she wasn't mad that I yelled at her. She was mad that I didn't call her by her name, which I call her my turdy turd. And so I always call her turd or turdy turd or turd or something, of that turd nature. And I've been doing it forever, and so when she I was a little perturbed and I had to yell at her and I was like, Ava! And then I was like, don't be doing that. And she starts crying, like not crying, but like, all feelings hurt because little girls, like, God,
Super
they're
sensitive.
so sensitive, like everything. Clean your room. You hate me. I'm like, I don't hate you, but your room is filthy. So anyway, I yelled at her and she's like, Grandpa. And I said, what? I said, look, you got yelled at. So she goes, no, but you called me Ava. And I said, because that's your name. And she's like, but you didn't call me your turd. She was so butthurt that I didn't call her my turd. And I thought that was the funniest.
Cute.
Yeah, it was really cute. It was funny as hell. I'm like, okay. Did your mom have any names for you when you were growing up? No? Yeah? Like...
I don't think so. My mom wasn't really the nicknamer. My dad did.
Oh, yeah?
He called me Accident Annie. I mean, that was one of them.
Oh, my God.
But my daughter definitely takes after me, and according to my mom, I take after her. And
oh, my gosh. Were you really...
We're a little clumsy. We're a little klutzy.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
It happens. Like... But there's things you can avoid. I mean, there's things that are kind of like out of your power when you hurt yourself.
Like falling down the stairs. I'm sure that you can understand that.
Yeah, I could relate to that one. But I digress. Let's talk about you. And this beautiful tattoo. So we started this, and we started with the Hamza, right? We did the Hamza hand on the inside first. And then you were like, I like that. Let's add something else. So then we did this piece, right? Or we did the top piece. We did the top piece. And you're all, I like that, but I want to add something else. And then we did this piece, and then it just...
turned into this.
Yeah, it was kind of like Forrest Gump. Well, I made it this far, so I just kept running. And we just did, yeah. And we got through a bunch of stuff, tightened everything up. I mean, it's quite the piece. But what started it? What made you want to do the sleeve? Like,
so I had a change in jobs, and my change in jobs allowed me to expand out on my tattoos, which is kind of nice. I had one on my wrist, which has coincidentally been done 3 different times in 3 different tattoos.
yes, that's true. I remember because was I the third?
You were the third.
I was the third.
Yep, you were the third.
That's right.
Once upon a time, it was a horseshoe and a 4-leaf clover. Very poorly done. Very, very thick lines, and then covered up once before, and then covered up once again to fit into the theme of this tattoo better.
Yeah, I like it. I actually really love how everything is cohesive now and coming together and just beautiful overall. Like, I love the piece. I do. I love this piece. I'm just touching up a couple little spots really quick that I see, because we're never really done with, right? Are we ever really done?
No.
Not unless you fire me, kick me off payroll, then.
No, we need to finish my stomach.
Yeah.
So I'm not looking forward to that.
No, that's gonna be some pain. So I love the fact that you've tied in family with this piece. You have the kids on the back. You have your aunt's, or the dragonfly right here.
It's for my aunt.
That's for your aunt. And then the pink ribbon or, you know, for her as well, right? Or is that,
Yeah.
I mean, that signifies and you have a good story for this, and I really want you to share that with me, with us, with everybody. The dragonfly, it's a cool little, it's got a little ruby red gem, because she's what, July?
July.
Baby?
She's July 4th.
July 4th.
Yep.
Why a dragonfly?
So my aunt passed away from breast cancer a couple years back, and she was a big part of my childhood. I had really good memories with her growing up, and she was awesome. But when we were younger, we used to go to the lake all the time with my mom and her, and we'd have those stupid blow-up rafts. We'd blow them up forever.
That was Lake Pleasant, right?
Yeah.
That lake.
Float out to the man-made lake. And,
Lake Unpleasant. No, I'm kidding.
And one of the things that I always remembered with her was we would be floating in the lake, and dragonflies were everywhere. And as a kid, they scared the shit out of me. They are hideous, and they're still hideous to this day, honestly. If one comes close enough, I'm like, ah.
They're funny looking.
They're ugly. But I'd flail around, and I'd freak out, and she'd laugh. And her responses were always the same. Like, I don't know why you're freaking out. They're not going to hurt you.
Not gonna lie, and don't mean to cut you off, but I fucking hate it. I didn't like dragonflies either.
They're creepy.
They're evil-looking little bugs. Like,
it looks beautiful like this,
well,
but
yeah.
they're freaky, especially the big ones.
they fly at you all crazy, and
Yeah.
they're big old bug eyes.
They get right up in your personal space. So it's not your typical thought for what you would remember somebody by, and it wasn't something that she loved. It wasn't even something I know she liked. It's not something I like, but it's something that I hold on to as a memory of her.
And that's a good memory because it brings back a feeling of laughter. I mean, like it's a happy feeling. It's not like, you know, you didn't just put something on you that, you know, and nothing for, like, memorial tattoos are always so, you know, like people go, oh, I want the dates, or oh, I want, you know, when she was born, when she died. Like, I don't like, I mean, a lot of people, that's fine, you can do that. Turn yourself into a proverbial headstone.
Yeah.
But I don't do that. I don't know. I think if you're going to honor them, do it in a way that brings back a beautiful memory. Like that. So you were a depressed child.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
I think all teenagers are depressed at some point.
Well, yeah, I get that. I mean, not gonna lie, I've battled with it myself. You know, my running joke is what? Don't leave me alone in my head. You know, leaving me alone in my own head is a very dangerous thing. Yeah, I'm outgoing for a reason, because I need to be around people. No, but yeah, dude, it's not a fun place to be.
No.
Sorry if I'm bringing up bad memories.
No, it's. I mean, that was honestly one of the reasons why I continued to get tattoos. Obviously, not necessarily because I was depressed, but when I was younger, in my heart of depression, I used to cut, and that was what made me feel better, and it made me feel
something.
And so that was my way that I don't know.
Was like
that I dealt with it, and it was a terrible way to deal with it, and it's awful now that I think about it. But
is it like more of a coping mechanism?
It was.
You had to feel something, so you may as well.
It also left me with terrible scars. That when people look at you and they look at your skin and they see these scars, you know, everybody has their stories, but you don't always want people to talk to you about them, or to ask, or to have to make up stories to tell them something that didn't really happen just so they don't think that you're crazy.
Yeah.
Because
the dog bit me.
People automatically think that you're you know, batshit crazy if you say, you know, nope, I was dumb and I did that.
Yeah.
And I can't necessarily say that I blame them, but I would have rather them not ask. So part of this sleeve was to cover a lot of those mistakes up.
A lot of your conflict scars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Plus, I mean, and I'm not obviously the only person that's ever said it, but tattoos to me are such a nice, relaxing therapy. And, you know, they don't say ink therapy for no reason. They mean it.
That's true.
And to everybody, it's a little different, but for me, it's my way to feel.
I agree. And I've said it in different episodes, you know, and I truly believe that a lot of people are like that. They don't like to, again, it was taboo to talk about it. You didn't,
absolutely.
you were crazy. Oh no, don't talk about that. Go ahead and in the privacy of your own room and your own head, cut yourself because you have to feel something. So yeah, that was the shitty thing. I hated that, you know. But what are you gonna do, you know?
Well, the good thing is that I got better, and I found my outlet, which is awesome.
Which is art.
And is, you know,
Yeah.
a obviously more positive way to handle things. That was a really long time ago, so I promise I'm not entirely crazy. Or am I?
Or am I? No.
But it's awesome because I feel like, you know, I've talked to other people who have teenagers who have suffered from, you know, depression or have done, you know, dumb self-inflicted things to themselves as well. And it's one of those things where I'll always live in that headspace where I remember where I was at that time. And I know how they feel. And so I've helped to talk some people off the ledge before too, which is, you know, it's a good thing, but it's you always feel it.
Yeah. It's true. Like you almost like that sixth sense, you know? I have a sixth sense. It's my eye. But you end up like, you know how just earlier today we were talking about how weird things happen, you know, like once you're on that wavelength and you almost know it's like, oh, this person's suffering from something, or this person has, you know, and it's hard to sometimes understand it yourself, I guess, when it starts to bring back those feelings.
Yeah.
And you go, is it me? Am I starting to go down that path again? But yeah, maybe not. I don't know. Not to laugh at, but you know.
No, I mean it's one of those topics that I'm glad it's something that's out in the open now that people can openly talk about, and you know, healthcare industry promotes, you know, mental health and well-being.
Correct.
And that's awesome because I feel like if that had been the case back then, things may have been different for me.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, and that was a long time ago.
Do you think you'd have tattoos if you weren't?
Absolutely. I feel like that's not my excuse for getting tattoos. It's just a reason for me to continue.
Yeah. So speaking of healthcare, you work for a healthcare industry, correct?
I
Correctly?
do. I do.
Yeah. How'd you get into that? Well, you were in insurance, right?
I was in insurance. I've done insurance for a long time. Which is funny because, you know, when you grow up, you never think like, when I grow up, I want to do insurance. But here I am.
In the insurance world?
In an insurance company again, which is where I've been for a while.
That's cool. And speaking of insurance, you worked for another insurance place where we have a mutual friend that worked with you.
We did.
Roberto.
We did.
Robert,
I did.
you did. You worked.
I did, not we.
I work with him now in a different, because he owns, yeah. He's the owner of Needle Supply, Hextat, and Graph Pros. And actually, that's where I get all my stuff from. So I get it from Needle Supply, get all my nice little Hexus needles. Plug, sorry. But no, I really do. I've worked with them, God, forever. Like, no joke. I think it was like 6 or 7 years ago, or maybe longer, but it was when they were just starting out. And I was a tattoo snob.
Robert's a good guy.
Yeah, Robert's a really good guy. I was a tattoo snob. I was like, do you have this? And he'd say,
Snob.
no.
Matt? What?
Me? Yeah, and he would say, no, I don't have that, but we'll have it. I was like, okay. And then his staff, his niece works there. She's phenomenal. Her husband, phenomenal. Like, I've never had a bad experience there. I'm not just saying that, I'm just being completely honest. I've never had a bad experience there at Needle Supply. And now they've grown. They've gotten so much bigger. They have everything that I need. It's a one-stop shop. I stopped using a lot of the other places. You know, I can get my needles, my supplies. I can get everything there. My aftercare, my hustle butter, like, they carry everything. Sanoderm, you name it. That wonderful stuff that we put on you.
Sanoderm is the devil.
Yeah.
But it's also amazing.
It's an amazing devil. Jinx, you owe me a Coke. Even though I'm not drinking soda right now. I'm kidding. But serious. Yeah, so how did you meet? You guys knew each other, like, way back when.
Yeah, he worked at AAA with me many, many moons ago.
What did you guys do? What was your title?
We were in quality.
Quality?
Yep, quality assurance.
Good old Q&A.
That's QA.
Q&A is
Q&A.
questions and answers.
Different.
Dick. I mean, just kidding. But yeah, he was an insurance guy.
Yeah. Yep.
That's crazy. That's awesome, though. I mean, it's a small
Funny,
world.
yeah, funny how paths change, over time.
Yeah. I mean, and I've said this before as well. I say a lot of things because it's true. With the tattoo industry, you can't burn a bridge. You can't be a dick. You can't, because it's like a chain link fence. You always cross paths, and
I believe that.
And that's kind of cool that throughout all these years, it's like, hey, how's it going, Robert? Oh, hey, what's up? And then, oh, you know Matt? That's usually how that goes. But it's probably not how it went.
Probably how it goes, but not how
But
it
not
went.
how it went. You're like, oh, yeah, I know that guy. He's kind of an asshole. Really? Oh. I'm just kidding. No, he's a good guy. No. His whole family. I mean, they're just, like I said, I can't say enough good things about them. Yeah, but who knew, right? Did you know he was thinking about?
No, I didn't. Honestly, I think that I had no idea until he was like a couple years into it.
Mm-hmm.
And we had like mutual friends that always
'cause
gave
you were
updates on how fellow employees and coworkers went.
Nice. Well, that's cool.
But I'm happy for him. Oh,
Yes.
while you have that blue out,
Yes.
don't forget.
I will not.
So last time we touched up we turned my orange little droppies blue.
That's right. And half stayed and.
Well, I think that I had to pull off the Sanoderm like shortly after it was put on, which is my own fault, but I have really super sensitive skin, and like right near the ditch, my skin was like, nah, this isn't working.
We're not having
this is not happening. So I had to pull it off because my skin was like pissed at me.
Yeah.
And I think that when I pulled it off, it just pulled that color right back out. So half of it is like this beautiful, I don't know what you call it, teal?
It's like a cool mint.
Like
It's
a light
fusion.
greeny blue.
Yeah, it's like a minty.
Half of them are very pretty, and the other half are like a muted blue blorange. They're blorange.
They're bluish orange. They're blorange.
Yes, they are blorange.
I think we can add that to the color spectrum.
Blorange?
Blorange. Yeah, blorange.
I'm really good at combining things, so we could make some really fucking interesting
Some blurple. That's blue and
color
purple,
names here.
Right.
It's like I told you earlier, my mom just got a new puppy.
Oh.
And he's like super freaking cute. But he is a Schnauzer pit bull.
Very
And I
interesting.
asked her, I'm like, so what does that make him? A shit bull?
A shit bull. That, yeah, because a shit.
Schnapple?
Schnapple. Schnapple. Oh, that's horrible.
A Pauser?
Poozer? Pauser.
Pitzner? Like, I mean, what do you call them?
There's.
But he's so stinking cute.
I know, and like I was saying, my son's dogs. Right now, I'm a fur grandpa because
A furpa?
A furpa. A furpa.
Sounds way too close to fupa.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Not to
We're
be
gonna
confused with.
Cut that one out there.
Yeah. So my son's dog got to my other son's dog, and my 25-year-old. My 20-year-old son, his dog is a pointer heeler mix. So it's like, but he also, I think he's got Australian Shepherd in there, and he's a really good dog. He's the one that pushed me down the stairs. So back in the day,
He's cute.
he's adorable. Well, he in his like, how does this thing work? Because he's young.
He said, "How does this?"
He
thing
looked
work?"
at it like, whoa, yeah. And Boo, which is my 28-year-old's dog, she is a full-bred boxer, like just pure. And Max, one day it got stuck. So now we have 6 little puppies. And they are probably the cutest little shits. And I didn't want to like them. Like, Veronica and I did not want to like them. We were just like...
But you fell in love.
But we fell in love with these little fucking puppies. And, which we're going to be giving away, or selling, giving away. I don't know what you want to say it. Whoever wants them. Gorgeous. Check out Instagram. I posted some pictures. January 3rd, they're getting their eviction
Not
date.
that he's counting.
January
or
3rd,
anything.
yes. So, yeah, not that I'm counting.
I want to see them.
But, yeah, they're absolutely adorable.
What are your thoughts on puppy breath?
I got to admit, I like puppy breath. I think it's the cutest shit, even though it's probably mixed with shit because they lick everything. But,
It's not, though. Puppy breath is one of those things where, like, I think people either really like it or they hate it.
Yeah, it's kind of like the smell of...
It's like babies.
Yeah.
Babies have a smell.
Babies definitely have a smell. They have that, I just threw up, or I shit.
I just shat myself, yeah. Or the mixture of the two.
Yes, because breast milk can stink. Formula definitely stinks. Solid food, once they start eating that, good God. Like, babies are stinky. But
puppies are gross too.
Yeah, but they're so stinking cute.
But I want to go pick up one of your puppies and just smell its breath for a little bit.
You can totally. And there's.
I want to be that person.
There's 3 boys, 3 girls. So if you're interested, comment down below, or check it out. Go to my Instagram. Go to, artist.
He doesn't know it yet, but I'm gonna make him get one out so I can snuggle it.
So I'm gonna put a little dots, some more stippling right there underneath, so you guys get to watch the actual process of me, right in the armpits, the pits of peril.
It's because you're mad that I told on you.
It's because I'm mad that you called it a dick, and we're going back in the pit to It doesn't look like a penis at all.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. It's my fault. There's no fault of my own.
It ain't my fault.
No, it's beautiful though. I love how that was our first piece. It looks cool.
Yeah, we've gone back a couple times and perfected it. But.
Yeah. Sometimes you need a second pass. Sometimes you need to just hit it a little harder and get it there.
So bad.
I'm so sorry.
I'm trying so hard not to laugh.
I know. I'm like, so sorry. I'm just peppering it up a little bit so that way.
That's okay.
Yeah, we can just get it right there. So, so the next time we're gonna be doing the stomach. Finish that up, and that'll be fun. Not looking
for you, maybe.
Not looking forward to that.
Not fun for me.
Nah.
The stomach sucked.
What was it? Was that the worst one you've ever had? Because let's see, you have your thigh, your back.
Both thighs.
Both thighs, that's right.
And my right thigh goes down near my knee.
Yeah.
I have outer ankle, inner ankle, tops of feet.
Yeah.
Stomach, sternum, full back.
Mm-hmm.
Arm.
Armpit. Arms. And then...
Is that it? I'm trying
I
to think
guess.
about it
Well,
now.
yeah, the back of your neck. Or nape of the neck, right? The butterfly. Right?
Yeah, like back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you would call that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the stomach was probably one of the most sensitive.
I would tend to agree.
So the sternum wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be until my little droplet went down toward my stomach. I think that piece of my sternum was like how I knew, oh, yeah, the stomach's gonna suck. So what did I do? Let's do the stomach.
Yeah, right? That was yeah, let's do the stomach.
Yeah. Not all of it. Honestly, I think around the belly button was the worst, which is weird because I don't think if I pictured getting a stomach tattooed that around the belly button would be the worst.
I think it would be the worst. Belly button would...
Ugh, belly buttons creep me out. Yeah. I don't know how some people tattoo the inside of their belly button. Oh man,
I've seen that.
Oh, the thought of it. I just got the chills. Sorry, I got goosebumps.
I've seen that actually happen.
Whoa.
The artist poured the black ink in the dude's belly button, got a big old needle and just went and just filled. It was it was.
That gives me the heebie-jeebies. Look, I got goosebumps. It's so bad.
It was fucking gnarly, and the guy just
God.
laid there like, oh my god, like this sucks, but at the same time it was just like.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe it's just my complex with belly buttons.
Yeah, I don't think.
Maybe I have a belly button complex. I don't know about it, but just the thought of it makes me like. Ugh.
Yeah. I don't think belly buttons in general are. It's like feet. Feet are just weird. We had this really big conversation about feet the other day, or actually it was yesterday, Veronica and I. And it was funny because like how some people love feet, and then other people are just like, ugh, and I'm not a big. Nope.
Nope.
Not a big foot fan. Fan of the foot. But I know some of my clients. I know guys and some girls, but mostly guys that are just like, oh yeah, send me a foot picture, or all this fucking weird stuff. So I'm like, it could be lucrative for someone who wants to go that route. I don't know. I think it'd be interesting. But yeah, pretty gnarly. How's this feeling?
That's fine.
Okay.
Not ticklish on my fatty fat.
On the triceps one. But God, I love this. I love how it's just all ties in. Like everything is just in, under. We were thinking about putting something right here. Yeah.
I'm still on the fence. I don't know. For one, I'm not sure how it would look. Not that it really matters because I don't go around flashing my pits very often.
Right. Show us your pits. Like, who says that?
Check this out.
Yeah, look at these pits. Yeah, but I mean, hey, what are your thoughts on armpit tattoos? Do you like? Do you not like? Should you examine the armpit and get tattooed? Would you get your armpit tattooed? Comment down below. Tell me what you think.
You sent me a picture. He tagged me in a picture.
I did.
Of a really super cool mandala tattoo right in the pit. It was really detailed and
so
it was
intricate.
Beautiful, honestly.
Yeah. A little crooked, but it was but it was good. It was technically so good.
I just don't know what I would even put there.
Put an eyeball.
Yeah.
Like just
let's
a
do that.
big gnarly kraken, like an eyeball, or some teeth, like
vampire teeth?
No, like a octopus. You know how they have those beaks?
Oh,
just put a
that'd be
beak
cool.
right there.
Or like those, like the weird little, God, I can't even think of the damn name of them now. The little suckerfish things.
Procrustinus.
With the,
Yes.
no, not a sucker, not an actual suckerfish.
Oh, no, I mean, see their mouth, right?
Like the deep sea, like creepy ones that look like worms that have like the circular, maybe that I'm making this shit up right now.
No, you're talking about a deep ocean worm. That's like us. Yeah.
I'm making shit up right now.
I was like,
or maybe
yeah.
it's just like a,
I saw it on National Geographic.
yes, that, we'll go with that. That would be cool if I had like a horror or like a,
Like just like teeth coming.
anything else.
You know?
I would totally do that, but this is
a beautiful
is
tattoo.
very dainty and
And
pretty.
it has a lot of meaning to it.
Yeah, I don't want to just put anything there to do it.
Yeah, that would. And again, not a big fan of just throwing a tattoo on just for the sake of throwing a tattoo on. So we would have to think about it. And
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't even know what I put there.
I don't either. So yeah, comment down below. What do you think? Do you like armpit tattoos? Do you think they're snazzy or fantastic, or they stink? Oh, sorry.
So my question would be,
Saw what I did there?
get your armpit tattooed
Yeah.
during the healing process. Can
Oh,
you use
yeah.
deodorant?
I don't see. I mean, you could, but I don't know if it would be wise to.
Would that mess it up?
I don't know. I'd have to research that. I've never had someone's, armpit tattooed in depth, and that, having to fully heal it, the way you would normally just heal any tattoo. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I would be more towards a no if I couldn't do that, because then I'd just feel gross.
I imagined
A very clean
a
person.
spray. Yes. I imagine.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. I'm very thankful for that because, I have a very large nose and it collects a lot of atmosphere. This atmosphere being,
Check on my tits.
it could be a very dangerous place, but very, very happy when my clients wear deodorant and or certain perfumes because, again, collects a lot of atmosphere. Sometimes I'll have a client that'll come in with like buckets of cologne or
it's
perfume,
overpowering.
and it's like,
It's the
oh
kind
my
of stuff
god,
that can make you sick.
yeah, like.
It's like working in an office. It's what'll happen sometimes.
There's always that one person. Sorry, Nancy, why'd you have to fucking wear all that perfume? No, I'm kidding. Or wait, no, everybody says Susan, right? That's the
Karen. There's always
fucking
a Karen.
Oh, let me borrow that, just like that, for 2 seconds. One, two. Just kidding. 2 seconds in tattoo time is like 10 minutes. It's like an NFL game.
Makes
So
perfect sense.
yeah, we're part. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit this one little spot on that.
He's gonna go crazy in my armpit.
No. Yeah. No. Just a couple little things that. And it happens, Sometimes I think to myself like that. I've got it. It's done. It's beautiful. It's where it needs to be. And then I look and go, fuck, I missed that. Or not missed it, but just I can make it better. Like with just subtleties to add to the piece. And then you go, wow, that looks good. Very bueno. I like it.
Look at all my goosebumps.
I know, dude. Chicken skin.
Does that make it harder to tattoo?
A little bit. No, I'm kidding.
Wow. I guess
No,
we'll
it
see
does
when we're done
not.
here.
Yeah, it wasn't my fault. The lines are super straight. It's just she had chicken skin. So yeah, good times.
Really? Does that make it harder?
I imagine it could. Yeah, it could possibly make it harder to do that. Oh, that's vertical page.
The things that make you go.
Okay. Depending on what you're thinking about. I really love how this looks. I think it just added the subtleties and the little.
You like how I'm trying to look at the back of my arm, like I can
really
see
do.
it?
I like how you can pretend like you can see the thing, but you really, really cannot.
It's the mom eyes in the back of my head. I got it.
The mom eyes?
You know how moms have eyes in the back of their head?
Yes, they do. Did your mom, was she like a very, was she strict with you?
No. No. I'm sure I got away with much more than I probably should have,
But won't say.
but won't say.
Allegedly, right?
I can tell you that I'm really glad that now that it's a new age and
you're
new
a parent.
technology,
Yeah.
with kids of my own, that we have technology that can back us and
Oh my God.
they can
dude.
track our kids and
Seriously, my kids fucking hate it. And they're like, "Did you do your homework?"
oh my God,
Yeah.
I bet.
No, you did not.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about, but I've seen like memes and stuff online about how, like, back when we were younger, you'd tell your parents you're going to stay at your friend's house or you're going to play at your friend's house, and then you'd just disappear for hours on end until you came home.
Yeah.
And you didn't have cell phones or things that you could be, tracked on or to be called on. You were just kind of left to do you know. And I think that a lot of bad choices, as teenagers,
Came from that.
from that.
From
But
that logic.
now it's not the same. Thank God, but
Oh, what was funny was we, growing up, had to be within whistle distance. My grandfather had this very distinct whistle. It was like, and you knew. And if you weren't, he would it was so funny. Like, we were like fucking trained dogs, no joke.
that's funny.
We would be out, and we're talking like halfway down the city on our bikes, doing everything. And my grandfather would walk, step on the porch, and we're just like, shit, we gotta go. and yeah, everybody's like, I didn't hear anything. We're like, fuck, we gotta go. Because if it was like a couple whistles, we're done. Like, we were just, nope. So yeah, we always made sure we hopped on our bikes and made it home before he had to whistle again.
That's awesome.
But yeah, my grandfather was like, he was the most important person in my life, and growing up, and but he was also one of the scariest people ever. He was every villain, like Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger and like Jason. They walked you down. They never chased you really. They didn't run after you. Maybe Freddy a little bit, but I remember I pissed my grandfather off once. I pissed him off, and I ran out of the house. I was like, and he walked out of the house, and I stopped at the edge of the street, and I turn around, and he's walking up the street. And we lived on a cul-de-sac, so I was like, run! And I ran my ass to the next part of the block, and I see him turn the corner, all super slow. And he didn't call me. He wasn't telling me, but I was like,
I'm dead.
I'm fucking dead. And so then I turn the corner, and I'm like, okay, there he is, And I ran down the hill because it was a long street, just straight down. I ran down the hill thinking he's not going to follow me. And sure as shit, he did not follow me. He just looked at me. I'm on the bottom of the hill. I'm looking up. He's standing there. He puts his hands on his waist and just looks at me, and then turns around and leaves, and he was out of sight. And I'm like, whew, I got away, Or did I?
And then you realize
I realized
have to go home.
I gotta go home. And I was waiting. He was waiting, and I took a little beating. But
Probably well deserved.
it was very well deserved. I was a punk ass little shit, and it was very well deserved.
It's funny how that works, huh?
Right? But yeah, my kids hate it. They're screwed. They're not lucky enough to have no supervision, Like, we weren't supervised after, certain years. We were just like, what was that latchkey kid? We were here's your key, see you later, be home before,
Street lights, come on,
Yes.
come in.
Fucking street lights would come on and we wouldn't be home, and it was just like, oh shit,
It's just too scary of a world now out there.
Well, yeah.
Not that it wasn't ever before, but now
True.
it's just worse.
Now it's horrible. Like, you got people doing
I can't
shit.
even take my eyes off my kids in a store for 2 seconds.
That's so true.
Which is so scary.
That is so true.
When I have to tell them no, that they can't go look at the toys without me.
Yeah.
They get all mad for
Yeah.
good reason.
all this trafficking stuff is so big right now. It's crazy. It's like.
And they say that Arizona is the #1 place for it too, because we're so close to the border.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which
is scary. It's so
I was
scary.
about to say that right now. It's just very scary because when you have kids and they're impressionable, you know, they'll still believe you. Oh, hey, look at the puppy. Hey, look at, you want some of that, you know?
And you know, that's what sucks is that you tell your kids too. Like, I've shown my kids those videos of like the people that test it.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That they tell them, hey, I'm going to try this with your kid, just so you know.
Yes, dude, those videos are nuts.
And it's so scary and it's so messed up, but.
And you hear those parents that are like, my
Not
kid
my
would
kid.
never do that. And they're
Not
the
my
first
kid.
one in the van, man. I'm like, you better check your kid because that little fucker just jumped right in the van.
Yeah, and
you know?
it sucks because no matter how many times you tell them, they're always going to do what they want anyway.
Yeah, that's so true.
But I still talk to my kids about it. My little one's still too little to understand any of it. I just have to hope that would never come to that.
All right. So, how you feeling?
Good.
Yeah? Feels
I'm
good?
feeling stabbed.
Feels stabby? Well, as always, I do appreciate you being here and allowing me to create and continue to create. So, yeah, I thank you. Thanks for being on the show as well.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Say bye to the wonderful folks of YouTube land and everyone else listening. And yeah, as always, if you want to be on the show and you've got a great story, just comment down below, give us a like, thumbs up, a greasy thumbs up with hustle butter all over it. Yeah.
Delicious. Also smells amazing.
Smells fantastic. And no joke, hustle butter, the best shit ever. Yeah, comment down below. Tattoo artists, if you want some incredible equipment, Hextat. If you need anything printed, Graph Pros. If you want great material, or they do banners, they do everything. So marketing, you name it. So anyway, I'm rambling. I'm Matt Valdez. Thanks for sitting here. Thank you very much again. And I will see you next time. Comment down below. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe. Share. I will see you next time. Bye. Peace.